Hey,
Happy,
hey.
happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Oh, so good to see everybody. Belinda, come on up. Come on in the room.
I'm in the
Get your
room.
thank you.
Not
Thank you.
okay.
Come on in the room.
Come
Come on in the
on.
room.
No,
In
Come
my
in the room.
room,
Uh
Jesus
Uh,
is my
My portion,
I don't know the song. He knows.
right.
right side
down
of
Oh,
all
my
my
my scriptures.
scriptures.
scripture.
He gives
Give
me
me
all
all
my
my
medicine.
Which
medicine
Ebony?
in
my
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 Ooh,
room.
room.
Hey,
Dwight, I like how you grabbing that club. You got that old school two fingers.
The way
Yes,
he's what Dwight's supposed to do.
yeah.
That's what I'm waiting. Give it a little shimmy.
yes,
Give it a little shimmy,
yes.
Dwight.
Have we recovered from last weekend?
Listen, I
Took
forgot.
a minute.
This week moved so fast. I forgot we spent a whole weekend together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah. My goodness, my goodness.
It was a
Great
good
great,
time.
weekend.
Though.
great,
It was a
Hey,
good
Woo!
time.
Helen.
Hey Helen.
Hey, Helen.
Hey Helen.
How you doing,
Hey
Helen?
Hey,
Earl.
Earl,
girl.
6 man. We ain't seen
What's
in a
going
Helen
while,
on?
of
Earl.
Troy.
Girl.
What's going on? Woo! I haven't seen Kendrick and Dana. Y'all been in hiding.
I missed 1 week, I think.
Stop
No,
it.
it's been more
I
than
think
one.
Stop
I
it.
missed like four probably.
Yeah.
No, they had a softball all-star game. Dana had to
Oh
attend.
yes, Dana, tell us about your softball game.
We went 3-3 and I hit like garbage, but it's okay.
It's 500. It's
Uh,
500.
But 500 in
500.
softball ain't good though. 500.
Oh, okay. I'm
But
sorry.
Dana,
I'm
you
Not
not
like
when you hit.
trying.
Not when you hit.
but Dana, you
How
like
you
the
go 3
Satchel
for 3,
Paige of
Dana?
softball, though, Dana.
It's Satchel Page.
You
I mean,
played
the
in like 3
ball,
different leagues. You great.
Look,
right? And the ball's only this big. That's all. How you go 3 for 3? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to
Yeah,
know.
because
y'all got an
you
open
probably.
invitation to come on out.
Hey, Dana,
This is the first time I've heard there was an invitation.
Dana, who out there pitching? Who
Open.
pitching? Jenny Finch. Y'all got Jenny Finch out there pitching.
No, but open invitation to come on out. That's
I'm busy.
all I'm saying.
That
busy
is
right now.
funny.
When you say how the hell he throwing a curve or a knuckleball underhand slow?
Oh yeah, I ain't know. Don't worry about
No,
it.
Yeah,
come
none
on,
of
no,
that
come
makes
on,
sense
come
to
on,
me.
No,
come
no.
on,
What,
quick.
Nah, I ain't
But
gonna
okay.
embarrass
Come on, quick.
myself.
what was that? Was that like Bugs Bunny
Chill,
used to throw that? Or like,
Sometimes it look like that.
So look, let's start this off. I read this really neat article and I was like, oh, this will be something cool for us to try on the show. So the New York Post put the article up that said that once you look at this image and the first thing that you see, it provides insight into who you are, like your strength and what how you perceive life. So Basil, pull that up and then I want everyone to look at it. Only remember the first thing that comes to mind when you see the image, okay?
Okay.
Basil of Baker Street. I thought I saw a skull.
Kendrick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my
It's the alcohol.
Yeah.
Gotta put it down.
oh
Gotta
my
put it
goodness.
down.
Oh my goodness. Okay, everybody see it? Everybody
Uh-huh.
see it, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So let's go this
it
route.
was.
Did
So, Grammy.
was there anyone who saw scenery? That was the first thing that you saw. Scenery. No? Okay.
I think
Anyone who saw a little girl first?
I saw a girl looking into the
Okay, that's what you saw, Dane. I'm surprised you saw that. Okay, so
initially. Yeah.
half the show saw the little girl. And so what they say that means is you tend to move past life's difficulties and are able to overcome obstacles with comfort. You have a youthful spirit and it makes you determined to face challenges other people might have struggled to. It's a lot going on backstage. So
I'm a
give
Toys R Us
me a
kid.
second.
I'm always a
Now,
Toys R Us kid.
the last thing it says, their special perspective in life means they do not bow under pressure, even under difficult circumstances.
Man,
Okay, that sounds just like your girl. That sounds like your
Yes,
girl. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, now, anyone saw the skull?
Kendrick, apparently.
Yeah.
Belinda, what did you see?
Okay, I saw a musical note.
Okay, we don't have a revelation for that.
So we all know what that means.
So this is just for Kendrick and I. We saw the skull
Linda had
first.
elbows.
Kendrick, it says, "Don't panic. If the first thing you saw was the skull, it doesn't mean you're a serial killer. Even though skulls are generally considered a symbol of death, poison, or something sinister, in this case, they indicate a positive trait in your personality. The skull means your greatest strength is your intellectual power. In other words, you're smart.
Okay.
Skulls
Thank
have
you,
been
thank
used
you.
in art and literature to represent the power of
Most serial
mind.
killers are,
And
Gene.
in this case, is true as well. Your biggest strength lies in your deep thoughts."
That's right. Ted Bundy was.
Did anybody
That
see
is
the
true.
little boy behind the tree peeking out?
A little boy peeking out behind the tree.
You didn't see that?
Right out,
Justina.
Let's see what you talk about.
Okay, one time for
You
Agent.
don't see that back there?
Oh,
That's not a boy. That's just a bush.
Oh no, I'm talking about behind that tree, not the bush.
Oh,
It's
that
a bush behind the tree.
no, I see what you're talking about, Makita. That's
looks
part
like-
of my musical note. That's
Oh,
the little thing
okay.
in the cleft. Yeah.
Like,
That's
I
what I
thought it
thought.
was like playing hide and seek or something.
That's a bush.
Anybody
That is a
see
I
the-
saw the girl first.
The Houston Rocket R in there.
I do.
Dana.
Y'all just making up stuff.
Just
Yeah, I
making
saw
up
birds.
stuff. Just make it up. I think I saw the Amazon truck.
I see the, hey Dana, don't mind Dana. I see the
musical
rocket
note.
hard, Dana. I see it.
That's
I've seen
that's
a
the same
musical
little
note
girl
from
on the
that
cover of that salt box with the umbrella.
It
That's the
is
same girl.
Morton.
Oh, is
Salt.
it?
No, no.
I just what I saw.
And what that means is that you salty.
And the skull
That's right.
bit the little girl. I don't
Oh, Earl saw the little
I
girl.
still didn't see the
Helen, you
skull.
saw the look.
you
Look,
see the
Helen
little-
said she saw the little
the
girl
music-
looking at a
thank you.
music note.
Thank you, Helen.
There was no
Helen-
music note. That
Helen
ain't no
want-
music
Helen
note.
wanted to help Belinda. That's all.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Right.
a, Helen said it's a music
And-
note.
It's talking about they seen a boy peeking out. It's just
Oh,
a bush.
Bonita said I
I
don't
mean,
see
It's a bush
nothing.
on the branch.
Can
On
we
the
talk
bark.
about-
Nene gonna say that because that's her big sister. Of course,
No,
she do. I saw it
No,
too.
she didn't agree with her, babe.
Can we
She
can we
didn't
talk
agree.
about the fact that people who saw the skull need to talk to the people who saw the music note so they can help them not be a psychopath?
Oh, okay. Well, you know, Senator, just as long as the people who see the musical note has their number in their phone,
Ooh.
then they
Oh
will
boy.
answer. Because the
Listen.
people who see the musical note, they are responsible for so much.
They are.
They
They
cannot
are.
take
Listen,
Any
Belinda, they not gonna ever
additional
let you
numbers.
live that down. They
Right.
will never let it go.
Can't take additional
You
numbers
gotta
and angel
believe.
calls. That's what you said.
They
Hey,
not gonna
Chad.
Believe.
Justina, I just want you to know that what you're doing is really not safe. Just so you know.
Statement.
What I'm doing is what?
It's not safe at all. It's not
Yeah, nothing.
safe.
Nothing good can come of
SAFE.
you
Not at
driving
all.
I'm
without
not-
your sense.
At all.
Well, at least put your hands on the wheel.
I'm not.
Put your hands back on the wheel.
Stop it. I'm not holding the phone. I'm not looking directly at the phone. I don't know.
Are you
You're
driving?
glancing.
Not
You're
driving?
glancing, but you're glancing. I see you glancing. That's not safe.
No,
Are
no.
you driving
First of
though?
all,
The only,
my-
the only thing, the only thing
Stop.
safe about this situation is
I'm
you wearing the
stopped.
seatbelt. That's it.
I'm stopped.
First of all, my dog April is just trying to be like Plies right now. She's trying to get that. Plies. She's here to give you
I
all
left
the
my
Plies.
keys at the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to. Trying to get
Jessica, get your sister.
I ain't trying to argue with you.
You want
Man.
to argue.
You gotta lean to the side there with it. I like it.
You mad?
She all leaning on the door.
Okay,
She
you
got
ain't
gasoline
Tell
going
him,
on.
TT. Tell him,
I mean,
TT.
real okay.
Spring break 2020.
Exactly. Especially if you do, you know, you video chat.
Hey, April,
you have
Coach
two wheels
D'Angelo
on
will be proud
on
of
the
you for
head.
being on 10 and 2.
TT,
Shout out to Coach D'Angelo.
Listen.
Coach
TT,
D'Angelo will be.
you wanna tell Will. You want to tell Will, I keep calling Kendrick Will today. You want to tell Kendrick, oh, you want to be big mad.
You mad?
No, I'm big concerned. That's all.
Listen,
I'm just
the
big
white,
concerned.
when you do that, it kills
Yes.
me every time you do it.
Yes, he gets an MVP every show
Every
he
time.
does that. Yeah.
Miles go? Wasn't he just on here?
Miles
He's
couldn't get his
listen,
shirt on.
Exactly. Miles had to put some clothes in the words
had
of
no
Chris
clothes on.
Hansen. Put some clothes on.
Yeah, he didn't have no clothes on.
Dwight, you seen that episode, Dwight? Dwight seen that episode.
Y'all say, where your clothes? Where your clothes?
Put some
Look,
clothes on.
thanks to the My 2 Cent crew, or we would not have been able to discover this fun fact today.
$230 million guaranteed. That's all right.
Who's that? What happened?
Deshaun Watson.
Can you put him on with the Browns jersey, please?
He
If
got
we gotta look
paid
at him.
today. He got paid.
For
Why?
how many years, Kendrick? For how many years?
6 million. He got 230 million. I think it was for
I think it's a six.
But the
I think it's a
first-
6-year deal.
this year. The first four, 46 million a
Listen to
year.
me.
First 4 years.
Oh, so he can pay more than
Guaranteed.
Mahomes.
That's payback though. That's payback.
All 230 is guaranteed. The
That's
entire
payback.
contract.
He had no
It has
business.
never been done in NFL history.
Even though
I
he got
am a
22 civil
Browns
suits.
fan.
Listen,
Everybody
they got
knows.
dropped. They got dropped.
Listen,
Did
I
civil
love
suits get dropped?
Cleveland.
I don't know.
Cleveland is the city that I'm from. I mean, I
Mokita,
I
love
like
it.
Bone Thugs. I like that.
Bone Thug- You see what I'm saying? I
And you
love
saw-
Cleveland.
You saw how they acted when they got on Versus, right?
I did.
Okay,
We're
just
not talking about
You
that
know,
right now.
hey,
So listen.
but Roy, rightfully so though.
I love
Yeah.
Cleveland. Born and raised. I don't think we should pay anybody $230 million to throw a football.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, y'all got money.
Hold on.
That
Y'all
is
paid
I don't know
LeBron.
about that.
Y'all
That's
paid
crazy.
LeBron. Y'all paid LeBron to shoot the ball.
I don't
That's
think
right,
we should
Chaz.
pay
Cat- if it-
anybody
If
So
I
Mokita
ain't hear you
got
say
something
that
to
though
do
when
it, you
LeBron
better
was
catch
getting
it
paid.
quick.
on
Mokita.
any kind of ball. I don't
Well,
think so.
Mokita, let's put this in perspective though.
We don't
Right.
pay the teachers enough. It's not
No,
right.
wait,
I agree with you. I agree with you.
What we're not talking about again
Sorry.
is the
Praise
owners.
the Lord.
If the players can make that kind of money, and all the players, you got a full roster, you might own the stadium rights and clothing, apparel, and all this. What are these owners making?
How much are they making? If they giving
How
away
much they
to charity,
making?
how much
Nobody's
how
talking
much
about
they
that.
making?
Billions.
So
I
that's-
don't know how
that's-
much the owners are
and
making.
Mokita, that's also
You
market
know,
value.
listen, you know that when y'all start talking about sports, I get a little quiet. I ask a few questions. I just let y'all do y'all thing. Not today. I'm angry. I am.
Why?
You mad at the
I
show?
am
You mad at
fit to
Deshaun?
be tied. I'm not
Why?
mad at Deshaun.
That
No, I'm
sound
not
like
mad
a
at
little bit
Deshaun.
of-
I'm not mad at Deshaun. I don't even know Deshaun. What I'm
Well, why-
saying to you is, we have people who have nowhere to live, no food to eat.
Well,
We have
that's not the
people.
city.
We
That's
have
the
teachers
organization.
who have our children all day long, and
Maybe
we're
they
not
change
paying
the
them enough
occupation.
money.
That stuff is private. That's you talk
I
about.
don't care. We
I
find a
told
way
her
to
that,
tax
Justine.
everybody.
Everybody has
So-
their own path. I mean,
we
you can't get mad because this
find a
man got
way.
his money.
We
And
find
we
a
should-
way to
the
tax
government-
I don't think she
everything.
mad
I
at the
was saying,
man.
you talk
You're
about
not mad at
government.
the guy.
The
Listen,
government just
We
gave.
find a way to tax everything. It
But
should
your
be a way to
government
tax
just gave-
football.
It's a
The
private
government
entity.
gave
It won't happen.
to
800 million to fight a war.
They
But
do.
they are getting
That's
taxed.
That's
though.
wrong too. I'm
They
telling
are
you.
getting taxed, Mokita. They are
Hit
getting
this
taxed.
madness. Why you
I
tan?
mean,
Where you
Tupac said
been?
it best. We got money for wars, we can't
Where you
feed the poor.
Melinda.
There you go, T.
Why
I'm
is
with you,
this
T.
madness,
I'm with you, T.
I'm with you,
Where
T.
you
I'm
been?
with you, Latif. But as I'm gonna say, like Dave Chappelle,
Guys
she's a
working.
diabolical
You know he got them
hater.
kids.
She's a diabolical hater.
But let me ask a
All
question.
I'm gonna say is nobody better not ever tell me how much to pay my staff.
Let me
That's
ask
what I'm saying.
That's what I'm gonna say about that.
Versus the other
And-
stuff
and
in
the-
government and
And the
federal.
government better step up
They
and
better
pay
step up.
people more.
Right.
Period.
Hey, but
That's
hey, but
completely
Makita, I
different
feel you
argument.
though. I feel you because it is the mistake by the lake. So they're gonna give us 230.
Wait a
But
minute.
you know what?
Hold on.
This conversation
Hold on.
takes us to
Wait a
Now,
something
wait a
else.
minute. Wait a minute. I have to wait.
Uh-oh.
I have to address this. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Gotta
What
Uh-oh.
you're not gonna do is talk about Cleveland. That's what
Brother
you're not gonna
Latif,
do.
he done started.
They
You're
had
not
Jim
gonna
Brown.
talk about Cleveland.
Jim
Don't
Brown
make
was
me
the real
listen.
deal.
Don't make me
Cleveland got-
Marcus,
Cleveland
that's
got
true.
Steve
They tax
Harvey,
athletes so
Steve
heavily
Harvey's
they ain't funny.
mustache are both from Cleveland. Busy Bone.
Said T
from
probably
Cleveland.
mustache.
See
Ah,
how we
listen.
do it.
Shut
What you're
up.
not gonna do is come to Cleveland. Okay.
That boy said this is on.
Look, Mokiva, she from Cleveland.
At least two members of the Ohio players from Cleveland.
We got the Daz Band. We got the Leverts. Come on now. Don't do it.
What about the water? Don't y'all got
No,
the
listen.
water?
There's history in
Who's the
Cleveland.
water?
There is.
Yeah, they have a
know,
lake.
We
Y'all
had the
got
mob.
the-
You know what I'm saying?
the
We had a lot of different
NFL
stuff.
Hall of Fame. You know,
Right?
No,
They're,
that's in Kansas.
they're one of the last professional
That's
teams
Kansas.
to finally let go
Listen,
of
we got the
logo of Native American.
we got the music.
Exactly.
What is it? The
Rock and
Music
Roll
Hall of Fame. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Come
Shout
on
out
now.
to White.
The white. Did y'all hear what the
Yeah.
white said?
What did the white
You-
say?
The white slipped it in. He slipped
y'all
it
got
in.
that.
What you say,
You know,
Dwight?
He
I
might
you
as
ever
well
had
have
bad
did like
weather?
this when he said it. I felt
What
like
did
he
you
was
say,
doing
Dwight?
like this
Hey,
when he
I
was
said
saying
was.
Cleveland. I said
He
Cleveland
was.
was.
he was. He
He
did.
was being ridiculous.
He did.
Cleveland,
He
If
did.
y'all don't tell me what
Out
he said,
Right.
Y'all got Chad Johnson. You know.
here.
Oh my
He
man,
said-
that's
That was
Cincinnati. My
Cincinnati.
fault.
That was
That's
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
It started with a C.
Don't
It
do that.
started
Exactly.
with
It's
a C.
all Ohio. It means all
Look,
Ohio.
Mokita, you love Cleveland so much, you live in Atlanta. I'm just saying.
I
Ow.
lived in it.
I'm with you,
lived in
Roy. I'm
Cleveland
with you,
all
Roy.
I'm just
my
saying.
life. I moved
I'm
to
with you,
Atlanta
Roy.
when I was an adult. I moved
I'm
to
just
I
Atlanta
had
when
to
I was
fight
an adult.
all
we supposed to
my
be there.
life.
And my entire family is still there.
Kendrick,
Don't make me
I'm
call
gonna
them
need
on
you
y'all.
to put your real name up there because I keep calling you Will.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
are so ridiculous. Look, Mokita,
Yeah.
All
Mokita,
my life I had to
your
fight.
argument about the poor little boy getting paid all that money reminds me of the argument. Pull it up, Basil. Pull it up. Of the argument that
Oh,
people were
Jesus.
using
Yes,
to
Justin
say
Smollett.
that this man didn't do anything wrong, and I
He
am
is
equally as confused about what's going on. But I did hear the arguments that he did not
That's
do
right,
anything.
Miss Wallace.
He didn't do anything that was hurt anybody. What's the technical term?
He out of jail now, ain't
He didn't do anything with malice intent.
Yes, and that he did not have any priors or something like that. Yeah,
He's out of jail now, right?
He said he's being Tupac.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's definitely out of jail.
Mokita, quick question, because you were defending Cleveland a second ago.
Please,
Why is
please,
Why
please.
is such
We are
strange
not
stuff
talking.
happening in the
We done
Midwest?
moved
That's
on
all I
to
want to
Jesse
know.
Smollett.
I just want to, because remember, this happened in Chicago. So what's going on
Listen.
in the big cities with
Preach.
seas in the Midwest?
Preach.
Let's talk
Oh
about
my
it for a second.
God.
Please, Dwight.
Is it something in the water?
Something in the water.
No,
Or is it-
I
it's
mean,
COVID. I blame
It ain't
COVID.
listen, Dwight. It ain't the water, because Negroes ain't drinking water. It's the
You're right.
alcohol.
It's the alcohol,
I'm
and I think
blaming
they both
COVID.
ate Subway sandwiches.
I'm
Blame it.
blaming COVID.
There goes
Maybe
that
it's-
endorsement. We will never have Subway.
Wow. Put that away.
In the Midwest, they do something different, I guess. I'm just saying.
I am blaming COVID. I think people being stuck in a house for so long. I think people are going a little stir crazy. That's all I got, Dwight.
You got it? Okay.
But Chicago is not Cleveland. Let's be clear.
It's the 8 months of cold. I got you.
The 8 months.
8
of
months.
COVID.
No, it's more like 10.
Okay. Maybe that's it.
It's still snowing in Cleveland. You know what I mean?
There we go.
Hey, Avis.
Yes, we are drinking water because we are still recuperating
That is
Yeah.
hilarious.
from
Y'all
last
are
weekend.
recuperating.
I mean,
I'm drinking alcohol.
So,
I am
Okay.
drinking
Jesse,
water.
though,
You doing more than alcohol, Kendrick. You on something else.
Look, I didn't get the memo.
Just alcohol.
would you
I
say
started last
late-
night.
you got some late?
You on
you got some
another
late
planet by
formaldehyde?
yourself.
You got some formaldehyde
You right,
stuff
Roy.
in there?
He got formaldehyde.
Not
Jesus
formaldehyde.
Oh my gosh.
Jessica,
Yes, sir.
I want to know what is your take on Jesse Smollett?
I don't really have an opinion.
Oh, really?
What's the question? What's the question?
But see, here's the thing. Like, I hate when we the bash our fellow, black men and women. But that Negro has to be held accountable for that BS.
but isn't he being held with the fines and
Yeah, he should go to
everything?
jail, though.
You
Accountable.
still got the probation.
He on probation for
Yeah.
how long?
30 months.
Yeah.
And he
Nobody's
had to pay,
hiring him.
he had to
He
pay
doesn't have a
large
job right
fines.
now.
Yeah.
What I have a problem with is that we I think as black folk, we always we want our people to be held accountable. We just say if it's wrong, it's wrong, right? If it's right, it's right.
Miles, I'm glad you put on
But
clothes.
when
Thank
you
you.
see the other counterparts get off, and you see them walking the streets. That's where I have a problem with it.
I'm with you, Roy. I'm with you.
That's
I'm
why.
with you.
But that's why I don't. When they get off or something happens or what have you, and people get upset, I don't get upset. Don't get upset at that dude. Get upset at the system because the system is broken from the beginning, and so that's why they're able to poke holes and the rich get off.
Right. I don't think that it's like we want our people to be held accountable. I think we may want everybody to be held accountable.
Absolutely.
It's not specifically just one group of people. We want everybody to be held accountable.
Right.
So,
I don't want none of y'all to be held accountable.
Right.
Justina, are you parked? Tell me you parked.
I'm parked. I am
Thank
parked.
you. Thank you.
Leave it alone.
I've been parked for a long.
It's safety first, safety second, safety third. That's all I'm
I've
saying.
been parked for a very long time.
All I know is I hope my mama is not listening to this part because oh my gosh, she'll be blowing somebody's phone up.
Oh yeah.
That's the reason why I had to get off because she called and it everything down.
I told you.
She couldn't get on to the show, and she tried to figure out like, "Are you on the show?" I'm like, "What you
I
telling?"
agree with you, Chaz.
I had to get off.
Chaz, you right.
Yeah.
100%.
Exactly. That is true.
Right.
That's true.
That's right.
Chaz. That is true.
But the thing about that, Chaz, we live in Pilgrim America, so they ain't never gonna change.
Pilgrim America.
What'd you say, Basil?
That is not Roy. That is not a derogatory word at all because they gave themselves that name.
Basil said,
and it's short.
Basil said that we didn't talk about Britney.
Oh,
We
right.
didn't talk about Britney.
That Britney thing, see, Rush, they flexing. That's all they doing.
Nobody knows anything about it.
But they flexing. That's all they doing. They flexing on America.
Britney might be
really speak on stuff I don't know anything about
right now. We don't even know she's in Russia.
First of all, they said they holding her till May 19th.
Put a date on
That's
it.
tomorrow.
The May 19th.
I mean, no, that's March 19th.
Yeah.
May 19th. I don't think they're gonna. They don't think they're gonna hold her that long. That's
Kendrick,
a long hold.
your drinks are cut off. Your drinks are cut off, Kendrick.
I heard May, and it was an
just want to let
I
all the
corrected
ladies know
myself
that
though.
Britney will be free by Memorial Day, so get ready. Britney Griner is coming for you. Hide your wives, hide your daughters.
Right.
She coming to Atlanta. She knocking on Moquita's door.
I'm gonna let her in. I mean,
hey, remember she been in jail for a while.
listen.
Dwight.
Dwight, I like that, Dwight.
What is it? Oh, okay. Yes.
Thank you, Basil.
Yes.
He's back.
Yeah.
He had too much money for his teeth to look like that.
He said, "I am not gonna be in the
What did you
streets
say,
anymore."
Moquita?
Yes, everybody is off the chain.
Moquita, what did you say?
He needs to go to the dentist. He said he needs to go to the dentist.
I don't think
he realized he didn't want to be home with his family that long.
That's it. He's like, I'm tired of this pickup line. I'm tired of these snacks. I don't want to do it no more.
Man, I'm out of here.
That's deep when you say I want to be chased by a 300-pound man instead of
Tom Brady was sitting home. Tom Brady was sitting home. He had them kids and just said he was like, man, F them kids. I'm finna go back to work.
He watched 3 episodes of Coco Melon and was like, I can't do this anymore.
Oh my
them kids are getting on his nerves. He was like, man, I gotta go back to work, man.
It's not the show, it's Kendrick. It's Kendrick.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute though. Wait. Now, Moquita
Moquita
started
is me.
something right before Kendrick talk about the man teeth. So
I mean, they are mad.
understand.
That's true.
See?
Okay,
It looked like he been eating butter. It looked like he been eating butter.
Oh my!
Damn, Moquita.
Look,
Oh my Lord!
that is awful. And he's not a bad looking guy, but come on.
Oh,
that was
my
hilarious.
goodness.
Hey,
That girl said he looked like
looking kind of predator like.
Right.
Hey, Bonita, that's what he said. He said, man, F the family.
You know what he
I'm
looks
going back
like?
to work. They
He looks
aggravate
like
me.
It looks like one of the people who saw a skull in that picture.
I'm telling you, Dwight.
No,
exactly
see,
what
that's
it
what
look
you're not gonna do. That's
That's
what
exactly what it look like, Dwight.
He looked like
That's
He
what
seen
you
the
he
same
would
thing
see
I
a
seen.
skull every time.
That is what you're not gonna do. He did not see a skull. He
What
saw a
is
musical
that? It's
note.
all over the
hey,
house.
hey, Dwight,
You all
Dwight,
over the
that's
house,
Latif
Miles.
homeboy. Latif love Tom Brady.
So he went back to the same team, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, he going back to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he's going back to Tampa.
Oh, I thought he played.
And what
for
about
the
what's his name? AB? Where'd he go?
Makita, he played for New
He played
England like 2 years.
semi-pro.
No, I'm saying that's
Wait, but the
why.
whole
He
team.
went to
I saw
Kanye. He
AB
went
in
to
a
Kanye
Red
house.
Leave it to the people of Cleveland to not know
Melinda,
what
he
Tom Brady
playing
plays.
he playing softball with Dana. That's
I
what.
think
Listen, that's your mute, Kendrick.
You gotta get to this game.
Hazel, I need you to mute Kendrick.
Why you
So
want
he
to
playing-
mute me
he playing
because
7-on-7
you don't
at
know what's
20.
going on?
How big is
You
the ball
2
gonna
years
be?
behind.
Oh my God! I cannot with y'all.
Makita want me to be muted because she 2 years behind the
I
NFL.
know, but you don't
Talking
have
about
to blame
she's
it on
hey
Cleveland.
Dwight.
That whole
Tom
top
Brady
row.
been
Yeah,
in Tampa
the
Bay
top
for 2
row.
years. He's
Exactly.
talking about, oh, I thought
The
he
whole
still
top
played
row.
for New England.
Listen,
They
most people
come
they
in.
talk about is Michael
You
Strahan
need to be
still
on mute. It's like
Exactly.
All of them.
Exactly.
Oh yes, okay.
All
That's
right.
nice.
I like it.
Loren.
love
Hey,
it.
Ralph
big
Lauren
ups,
big
said,
to my
"Come
favorite
through."
American fashion
Kendrick,
designer.
you gotta let somebody else talk, Kendrick.
I like it.
This coming from somebody who tell me I don't talk enough. Now when I talk too much, now you want to
I mean, you don't have to talk the whole show, Kendrick. My
Which one is
goodness.
gonna
Y'all,
be?
look at y'all.
I got you, Roy. I'm gonna be quiet. I got you.
Are these real actual
I'm a mute.
Morehouse
Listen,
students?
I'm gonna mute myself.
Are these actual Morehouse students?
Oh, like,
Wow.
like
I mean, considering
I like
Morehouse,
Stevie.
it's
They
probably
said that the people that worked at Ralph Lauren were from Morehouse and Spelman.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they look Morehouse.
So they
They do.
were.
They do. They do.
That's right.
They do.
They do.
They do.
You know what?
They
Let's
do.
go to
They did a
another
great
subject. Don't
job.
do that,
They do.
y'all.
They are. They are
I'm just
doing
saying
it.
they look put together. Okay,
what?
Big
Oh my
shout out to
God.
Ralph Lauren for this one.
Yeah,
Shout out to Ralph Lauren
television,
for this.
please.
Now, you know what though? I'm gonna tell you this. The first thing I thought when I saw that was Culture Vulture. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
You
hiding.
right about that. You are right about that. You are
Say
right
Culture
about
Vulture.
that. You are right about
Didn't
that.
he tell us his clothes wasn't made for us not too long ago?
He
No,
sure did.
I thought that was Tommy Hilfiger.
That was Tommy Hilfiger.
Same
I
That
person.
wasn't
They
Ralph
the
Lauren.
same
That was
same
Tommy
person.
Hilfiger.
They the
got
same
you.
I
person.
thought Polo did
Hey,
too.
they
They the same
listen,
person.
listen. Ralph
They
ain't
the
never
same
said
person.
bad about black people.
But I think the backstory is
Come
important to
through,
note
Miles.
when it
Come
comes to.
through. Come through.
Miles finally spoke. He
Give us a big
speaks.
word, Miles.
He
Come through.
speaks.
Come through. What you say,
Nah,
Miles?
Let's go, MMB.
I said I think it's important to note the backstory of how that whole collection came into fruition. There was a Morehouse student who was part of the Ralph Lauren team, and he kind of threatened to quit, just basically saying that he felt like there wasn't a place for him at Ralph Lauren. And they questioned him why, and he said something to the effect of, and I'm paraphrasing him, that collection or the collection of clothes doesn't seem like it appeals to African Americans. And then that conversation was birthed, and then from that he was able to design. They gave him autonomy to design clothes representing Morehouse and Spelman, and that's basically how that whole collection came into play, which I thought was very interesting because I didn't know that. So I guess, and additionally to that, Ralph Lauren then did turn around and donate $2 million to HBCUs. I'm not sure if it's directly to all HBUs, or if it's to Spelman and Morehouse, but they donated $2 million to HBCU. So
is this going to be an HBCU line? Is it going to be a line? I mean, a clothing line?
As far as I know, it's beginning with Morehouse and it's beginning with Spelman. I don't know if it will then transition or matriculate into all of the HBCUs. Y'all so funny. I don't know if it'll matriculate to all of the HBCUs getting a piece of that pie and having some type of representation by Ralph Lauren. But nevertheless, that's how that conversation began. And this is the direct result of that.
I heard
Miles,
that.
I just want you to
I
know
heard the South Pole.
we miss
gonna
your
be doing
big
more
words,
rounds.
Mr. Matriculation of the fashion.
Exactly. So basically, they're putting the lines on Morehouse and Spelman campus first. They're allowing the students and staff to have first dibs, and then they're gonna open it up to the public.
I can't answer that question. What I do know.
Look, Kendrick said, no, that was not a question.
No, I'm just saying. I'm telling you that's what's gonna happen. That's what they're doing. Because I looked into it. I had to look into it.
Why
So
did
is
you
there
have to
any
look
truth
into
to the
it?
rumors that
Because I'm the fashion guy, so I wanted to know what was going on. So I had to do my research and read up on it.
Miles,
so
I got your 3X.
Morehouse and Spelman will have first dibs on the garments, and then they will open it up to the public on a certain date. So basically, they was like, download the Ralph Lauren Polo app, and when you download the app and log in, do all that, they will let you know when it's going to be open to the public. But they're going to put the items on Morehouse and Spelman's campus first.
Them kids can't afford them clothes.
Yeah, they will.
Yes, they can.
Have you walked into and you seen what they selling? They got $150 items inside the bookstore. Oh, them kids buy it. They gonna afford them clothes.
No, all you got to do is look at the parking lot.
That parking lot don't mean nothing. You got people in the hood who drive what I drive, but they buying. They wearing red bottoms.
We're not even getting ready to go into that conversation.
Stop.
We're not even getting ready to have that conversation. People buy what they want to buy.
And that's my whole point.
They buy what they want to buy.
That's my whole
regardless of how
point.
much they bring in.
Regardless if you hood adjacent or not.
Yeah.
Pockets and these zippers, they business.
Yeah.
Oh my
exactly.
Oh my
God. In those colleges, it's representative of what they can afford and what they are doing.
No,
well, I think
no, it's not. It's Latif. Trust me, it's the generation. Look at what the youth. Look at what the youth is doing.
No. I believe that.
He's saying that school, those two schools are almost equivalent to an Ivy League. It's private.
Right.
It's private.
So there'll definitely be a. I mean, you can say that to a certain extent when it comes to clothes, but you got people on fam wearing red bottoms.
Slow down.
People buy with it.
What you said about fam?
I don't know what you're implying.
Grambling, it don't matter. A&T, like it don't matter because these kids are being. Listen,
you're just shooting up the whole club.
Listen, I'm being honest because these kids, what are they being raised by? Facebook and especially Instagram.
Some people say it's a Kroger in Mississippi. So I'm just
these kids around here wearing
not any Kroger
in high school.
Hey, and them ready-made meals are off glass. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
Thank you.
Kanye, we talking about fashion. It's a lot going on with my friend Kanye. I'm gonna have to bring him on the show one week.
Is that your friend? Before he come on the show, he need to talk to Belinda.
No, Belinda
for real.
Belinda need to do a survey.
Hey, Ms. Martin.
We need to do an assessment before we do this.
Hey,
I'm waiting for April to get her camera right so her OnlyFans.
Hold on.
Sorry,
Ms. Markins, if Kanye is your friend, I'm gonna need you to find some better company.
I think
Miles, everybody has one or two ratchet friends, Miles.
There's a difference between ratchet and mentally unstable. I don't have a problem with ratchet.
Has at least one mentally unstable friend.
Kanye is just honest about his, and when you were thinking about it, you just didn't verbalize it. You when you went through your split with your chick, there was no social media. You didn't have 5 babies from her, and she left you, and then was dating this other guy, and she was flattering it all on TV.
Yeah, but why though?
You can't
but why?
compare it. You can't.
But why though?
It. By what?
Like
why what?
you can't just play the result without talking about the cause, ma'am. See, now what we're doing,
What are we talking about? Entanglement?
you're giving a
What are we doing?
what you're giving is a unilateral. You're giving a unilateral perspective. You said
Unilateral perspective now.
Wow.
that's what you're giving.
Come
cheated on him while he was
what are you saying?
That's what
You because you said his chick left him, but why did his chick leave him?
No, you said I can't have a friend like that.
No, I'm saying that's why I'm
said.
saying you can't have mentally
I'm-
unstable
and
friends.
I'm saying I'm your friend.
Wow.
Ma'am,
I'm saying
your friend,
ma'am,
I'm saying
ma'am,
that
ma'am, I'm a little off, but I'd like to believe that I'm more stable than him. I really would. I really.
you just not putting it on social media.
That's a whoosh.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me you ain't got a friend like Kanye that's just and they still your friend? We all got 'em.
I don't
We all
have.
got a friend like Kanye. You be like,
I might have a Roy. I might have a few
Oh, that is.
associates. I might have a few associates, but I ain't gonna call no dude like that my friend. I'm just down.
What
Not without checking him and being like,
what part of him is so bad?
Everything.
Latif, but we don't know if anybody in this camp probably said that to
For
him.
me, I don't trust anybody who wears galoshes all the time. That's not a firefighter. It's not a firefighter, and I'm just saying, they don't wear them all the time either.
now.
Just
Get him
stays ready so he doesn't have to get ready for the
Oh,
fire.
Senator, have you seen the series on Netflix?
Dwight said that's not a freaking okay. If you're not a firefighter, you cannot wear that. Sir.
And even them, they take them off.
Justina, maybe he wanted to be a firefighter.
Well, that's not. I mean,
I don't
you know,
trust
you
any man
don't
who looks
go
like
around
he's going
doing
to
that.
cut fish. Like he's dressed to go.
Look like Fish Gordon.
Hey, Dwight. He look like Candyman, don't he? He look like Candyman.
Candyman.
You don't look like Candyman.
Those galoshes cost $5,000.
That's great.
But he gonna wear them every day.
My dog look like a fisherman.
Yeah.
He went Slickers. He went Slickers.
Come on, Slickers.
Commercial.
but I will give him. I will give it to Kanye. He is a musical genius. I'll give him that.
He is. Jesus.
And I ain't
that documentary was
that's,
something else.
That's about as far as I'm gonna go.
He needs
I ain't gonna go beyond that.
Listen, he missed his mom.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, guys.
He
Understand
missed
this. To my wife's point, I mean, we're not walking around with the cameras in our face 24/7
Absolutely.
on every move you make, from relationship to parenthood to your
What they got to do with your
concerts.
shoes, though, Roy? I'm
just
saying, what I'm saying is,
we all have our own issues and junk.
But
Our
but
stuff just don't be
that, though.
heard. That's all I'm saying.
You
to you.
wanted that.
Wait, he put the baby in the boots too.
You
saw
wanted
it.
that,
They
though,
had the
dog.
thing. They both had on the galoshes at the
Roy, it's money though, Roy. It's money.
I would say that. I would say.
What I'm saying is, think about this. We talked about Osaka, the tennis player. You want to be X, Y, and Z, but you're not prepared for all that media in your face. You can never prepare yourself for that, right? Even though you might want it.
So we're not going to talk about the fact that
and you
the
don't know how
documentary
you're going to react or respond
was
to it.
literally shot.
That's why they need Miles in their life.
He wanted it. He
Right, I was gonna say he wants it now. It's not.
You can want to be
Miles
around
be
it.
the
Don't mean
perfect
you want the
PR
message
person.
come. It
It
doesn't
is
mean that
consultant.
if it comes at you, that doesn't mean you don't know how you're going to know how to respond to it. That's all I'm saying to you.
So we're not going to talk about Kanye had the camera
man,
following
the man
his
rehearsed.
whole
The
career.
man rehearsed his Grammy Award speech. The man rehearsed it because he knew he was going. Because he wanted it. He wanted to be in the spotlight. He wanted.
You better
spotlight.
say. You better take it back and
Get
tap
in
people on
it.
their memory.
Once you get in it, and then all of a sudden now you want to cop deuces.
No, I'm just saying, we don't know how you're going to respond. That's all I'm saying to Latif.
I don't think you're being fair. I don't think you're being fair. I don't think one is justification for the other, and I don't think that he thought enough into it to negate what would happen if he says and talks badly about the media and how they create a narrative of who he is. So, and he took his power back. And he just said, I'm going to put it out there. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to put it out there. I've said this many times. I am thankful to God that there was no such thing as social media when I was in my 20s and 30s like that, because the things that I would have posted,
I agree.
I would have been disappointed that I did that. And I'm not anybody in the spotlight. I cannot even imagine being in the spotlight, and that's like a part of your life. And the social media is almost like a therapy for you to get things out.
Okay, my thing.
I just can't imagine being in that situation. So I have empathy for him. Period.
Fair enough, Ms. Markins. But at the same time, what's good for the goose has to be good for the gander. If you use social media to perpetuate a narrative that you're a genius and you've benefited from that, and to kind of feed your narcissistic ego, then you can't then cry wolf or cry foul when then that same medium is then used against you.
I don't think he does.
It has to be both ways.
He doesn't. He doesn't. But social media is not the same as news media. His problem was with the news media, not with social media.
Know your platform, Miles.
Well, I guess my thing is, I understand you doing it for a while. I get you, initially, this is how you respond, this is how you're going to act. But after you see yourself on it for a while, you don't think you should pull back a little bit?
No, I'm not saying that he's wrapped 100% tight, because anyone who is a genius, you got to be off somewhere. Nobody is perfect. Nobody.
No, I'm not asking for perfection. What I'm saying is, on my 2 cents.
Mo is asking for restraint.
Yeah, I'm saying on my 2 cents. Right. But I'm saying on my 2 cents, if we go totally off the rails today and we look at this in a couple of days, we're gonna say, we can't do a show like that again. That was ridiculous.
Like when we start getting phone calls from Cleveland.
Yeah, but here's other thing. Here's other thing that
telling you to leave the edibles alone.
This is what I do know working behind the scenes at CNN. They can show what they want to show at what angle and how they want to show it. So
but that's apropos for any news network, though.
Tell a story and a narrative that Miles' battle ain't wrapped too tight, and now the rest of the world, now we're judging every move that Miles makes.
Right, but Roy, my point is that's apropos for any.
Don't give me no big word.
We need it.
That's apropos for any news network, Roy. That's not
judging somebody when we don't really know. You don't know how you're going to respond to that.
I don't think this is casting a judgment on. I just think it's no, I don't. I think it's just it's evaluating the narrative that he has perpetuated.
They're not the same.
White, what you got to say? Because
I don't think so.
No, because I think we also have to look at the counter narrative though, Roy.
Wait,
you mentioned CNN. So remember, Kanye hits the scene before social media jumps off.
Mm-hmm.
So he was literally, by his own admission in the documentary, looking for this sort of respect, chasing this notion of popularity, respect, fame. He wanted all of this, right? From the news media as well as social media, right? And so part of the caricature that he creates, right, is this Louis Vuitton Don walking around in the bear costume, doing all these things, right? And now
the narcissist.
Yes. So now all of a sudden he's 20 years in the game, and it's now somehow like, oh, well, now I want to explain myself away. All I'm saying is like, to Miles's point, take ownership of the monster you created, right? And understand that eventually that monster's going to turn on you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the nature of media.
He's still feeding that. He just was in some city standing on the corner,
but
for no reason, and people are like, "Oh my God, it's Kanye!" And they're walking up to him, and he's like,
"Oh, that was a
reason." Like this, and he's taking pictures with them.
Kanye, like his
that was the reason, though. That was the reason why he.
But there's nothing going on. He just went to go stand in the middle.
He went to go be on social media. Remember, he's off of Instagram. So if you were to go in the public,
do it.
He can be back on Instagram by having people talk about him.
Yeah, he's trying to do it. He's not trying to get away from it.
Also, I think the other thing too with Kanye,
that's funny, Dana.
Cameras are on him 24/7. When you show up at your house and it's 3:00 in the morning and the cameras are there,
then
I
stay
just
in
think
your
it
house.
becomes so much and overwhelming to one person that you don't know what kind of response you're gonna get.
Right, but Roy, again, that goes back to the point. He wanted
I'm not
that.
saying that
He wanted that.
he's not off, but what I'm saying is he might have wanted it, but I think what happens is you don't expect that, and you don't know how you will respond. That's all. So I don't want to spend my time judging.
Latif, stop it. Just stop it. Stop it, Latif.
Only thing I'm
Stop
saying
it.
is he's continuing
Stop it,
to
Latif.
do that. It's not like he's trying to back away.
Yeah, and to April's point,
But
he
you don't think that
continues
he
to
said that
perpetuate
he
that.
was on social media so that he can control his own narrative. That's
Well,
what he said.
he's not controlling his narrative if he's standing in the middle of a city and anybody's recording it. It's not his direction. It's somebody else's.
No, this is because he's off of Instagram. He's not on. He's not on social
I
media
understand.
right now.
I'm saying he's still putting himself out there in it. It's not like he's taking a step back
because he wants the spotlight. Yeah,
Well,
then you can't cry when it turns on you, then, Miss Markins. If that's what you want,
I don't think he was crying.
He didn't say.
Oh no,
he was crying.
he's been crying. He's been crying.
He's crying
No.
about
Not about
his
social media.
child,
No,
his
it's kids.
child, his wife. That's what he's crying
about social media,
Not
though.
about social media. And
No,
not about
but
the news.
he's on there crying and ranting and
About
raving.
his daughter, about his wife.
It's not about. It's not
usually
about
about the
an issue.
platform.
It might be
But
about a kid. Might be about an issue. Might
But I
be
also
about
think
parenting.
that he's got to take ownership of that too, because remember back when he was living in Wyoming, minding his business, and Kim was like, I don't know where Kanye is. He's going off, he's doing all this other stuff. Now, fast forward, she's dating another man, and all of a sudden you just like, oh, I want my baby back.
Well, that's what y'all do.
Exactly. That's exactly what y'all do. Now, Dwight, remember in 2000.
Yeah, Mo. That's rather female chauvinistic of you and Mrs. Modkins. That's what y'all do.
I want to remind Dwight. Remember in
true.
2004, you called me.
Whoa.
And you were crying.
Whoa.
Don't tell us what.
Do you have any knowledge of this phone call in 2004?
What I'm gonna do is
Do you have any knowledge of this show?
Hey, boy, that right there.
Roy,
That's
do you
somebody
have
left
knowledge
field.
of this phone call, Roy?
Hey, boy,
Get this tea right here.
Hey,
Listen,
y'all.
this is my 2 cents. This is not Usher confessions, okay?
You remember back in 1982?
That's
and I had
right.
you on-
And
I
Latif,
had you on
remember in
three-way calling,
1987.
and you didn't hang
In
up.
1987.
And I heard,
5 in 87.
and I heard you sobbing because your mama came in your room.
1987. I could tell them about you too, Latif. I don't remember
Wait,
these little girl
wait,
names,
wait,
but I remember
wait,
y'all
wait,
being hurt.
Wait a minute. No,
That's being hurt.
What men be hurt? Like,
look at Dana. Dana, like,
He said he was hurt in 87.
Dana said he been
Latif,
married
how
for
old were you in
40 years.
87, Latif? How old were you in 87, Latif?
15,
Like 13?
16,
15?
15, 16.
Listen,
I
my
know
dog was
exactly
like,
who you're
F
talking
him.
about.
I'm going to the next
My
one.
name
87.
Paul. That's between y'all.
yeah.
Mike Bite.
Mike Tyson.
That's so
I
long.
love Mike
That's so long,
Tyson.
Jessica.
I
That's so
love
long,
Mike Tyson.
Jessica.
Oh my gosh,
love
no.
But
Mike Tyson.
this is Belinda's
Speaking of
homeboy.
somebody
They
who
being
I
always
jealous.
crazy.
love him.
Well,
Me
Dwight,
too,
what'd
B.
you say? Speaking of
Me too,
speaking
B.
of
We
what?
got that in common. That's my dog right there.
Speaking of
That's my
somebody
dog.
who owns their
Same
crazy.
here.
I
Listen,
appreciate
all
Mike
I
Tyson.
want to
He
know
owns
is
the
did
little
he
guy.
clear that with Holyfield? That's all I
Yes,
want to
he
know.
did.
He did.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's
no,
all I
Holyfield
want
maybe
to know.
getting a little piece.
Yeah.
A little piece.
You better get a little piece.
No pun intended, huh?
Belinda, that's so messed up, Belinda.
No pun intended,
Listen,
huh?
when you run into Holyfield, he gonna look at you sideways.
They made up though.
Are you one of my kids?
Yeah, they're good friends.
They are.
I
Can
think
I-
it's genius, though.
Can I ask
think
a
it's really
Can I
genius.
ask a question? Due to some technical difficulty, obviously I wasn't able to make the show on time. Did in the
Because you had
first
to put some
20
clothes
minutes
on,
that I
that's
missed,
why.
in the
In the
first
words
20
of
minutes that I missed, did we discuss the Pivot podcast with Michael Beasley or no?
Ooh, no, Miles, we gotta talk about that offline, bro. Whoa.
I was just asking. Okay, carry on, Ms. Markins. Okay, I was just wondering
Hey,
because I really
hey,
wanted to be there to
hey,
discuss that. That's
Hey,
all.
I knew it was something when my oldest texted me and was like, "Dad, did you see the Beasley interview?"
Oh,
I
so
was
we
like-
gonna talk about it? We talking about it? Or we're not
No,
talking about
ma'am. No, ma'am. I just asked a question. I just wanted to know because I did want to talk about it. I thought this would be I thought that would like be one of the top 3 topics on the rundown, but like I said, I missed it because man, something wrong with my laptop tripping.
While
But it's all
Mo's
good.
runs to
Hey, look, y'all gotta stop
everybody
texting me
find
this stuff,
out
bro. All I
what
watch is
the
Elmo all day.
interview is
Because
about.
everybody stole from
Elmo
him.
funny though. I'm telling y'all. Anyway,
Dana, what you talking about, Dana?
Miles, MMB. So everybody stole from him.
I say, Roy, I don't get to see all this stuff.
I'm not gonna talk about it unless Ms.
watch
Modkins gives
Elmo
us
all
the
day?
okay to do it. I'm
Elmo
not gonna do that.
shady.
Oh,
With my
okay.
Elmo
Everybody
get
but his
shady on
kids.
you. You hear me?
Elmo the
What's
real deal,
hey,
bro.
what's
Elmo
his
can't
first
stand
name?
that little girl Rock. He
He
can't
can't.
stand that
Oh
Rock.
my God, he
Ooh,
snapped
God,
on
he
that
gets
rock.
so rude. He be like, "Hey,
Justina, I
Rocco."
just realized you was at your car.
What is Beasley's
I've been
first
out for
name?
a
I'm
long
trying to
time.
Google this.
Michael.
Michael.
Google the pivot.
But
No, Google the
Makita,
pivot.
you gotta
Yeah.
watch it. Just watch the
YouTube.
whole
Go to
show.
YouTube, Makita.
Yeah, hey,
Okay.
bro, that he can't stand Rocco.
Ooh, he can't stand Rocco. He be real rude to Rocco.
What are we
Stand
talking about
Rocco.
now?
Elmo
Sesame
and
Street.
his friends.
Sesame
Sesame
Street.
Street.
No, just
Oh,
And he don't
yeah,
see
you
all
talking
this
about The
stuff 'cause he
Rock?
be looking at
Oh my
Elmo
God!
can't
Hey,
stand
hey,
Rocco.
listen, Elmo want to fight The Rock.
Elmo is like,
I
why?
seen that. Rock.
Why he gotta have the cookie? He can't even eat. Zoe.
Listen,
He
it
didn't got
was
no
The Rock
mouth, Zoe.
birthday. He didn't want to acknowledge that.
Sound like
It
a
was The
babu.
Rock birthday.
He
Elmo
was like,
I don't
"Hey,
give a damn.
Rocco, dog, I'm tired of you always trying to
It's
make
a
me
rock.
be nice to him."
What's the young lady
It's a
who's
rock.
the poet from Biden's inauguration?
Oh, Amanda Gorman.
Mm-hmm.
She has a character on Sesame Street.
Oh, does she?
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
It was
they
just
created one for
announced.
her.
Uh-huh.
Good for her.
That's nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What else
Yeah,
happened
they
this week?
created one for her.
Well, we'll be happy because pull that one up, please.
You're not gonna talk
That
about the guy from Sesame Street?
Mr. Noodle on Elmo got a black brother too, just so y'all know.
What?
No, but what's his name? The Hispanic guy, from the original, passed away.
Yeah, the old, him.
Yeah,
Yay.
And the black guy took over.
yeah, he was great.
Yeah, what was the clock? What were you talking about? The time change?
Oh yes.
Who is
Got me messed up.
which one of the characters on Sesame Street is transgender?
Well, wait a minute. What are we gonna talk about? Because
We talk about the time. Talk about the
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Talk about the time because I found out something
Time.
very interesting about that yesterday.
Just
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're
It's
waiting.
Ben Franklin's fault.
We're waiting for the House to approve it so that we won't ever do that again. This will be the time that we're on right now. It won't go back to standard time.
Right.
They said that it has to take a year before. we
Yeah,
do this.
it will go into effect in 2023.
Dwight,
They
keep your
said-
ears to the streets. So on this one,
They said
Listen.
because they have to do like the flights that have already been planned out for the year and stuff like that, or something crazy. I'm like,
So funny enough, we already passed that in Florida, but because we can't do it state by state, so it has to be a federal.
yeah.
Well, the reason
that was why
But
Florida
doesn't
is
Arizona
not
not
going back
participate in this?
when it's time to go back.
no, Arizona doesn't change.
Yeah,
Arizona,
they don't change.
Arizona, Indiana, and there's one other state that does
They
not
don't change. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't understand that. How can you
Florida,
just be like,
Florida passed the law, but the reason why we couldn't do it
Passed a whole lot of laws.
is because the panhandle, part of the panhandle
Pensacola.
is in
Yeah,
Central Standard
Pensacola.
Time and not East Coast.
right?
But
You know the history of this?
but
The history
Lateef,
of that?
your homeboy was trying to get everybody on the same
Believe-
time zone.
What
In
did you
Hawaii.
say?
What'd you say?
What did you say?
I said your homeboy was trying to get everybody on the same time zone. The one who was governor before this
Rick
idiot.
Scott. Rick Scott.
Yeah, Rick
The
Scott
other
was
idiot.
trying to
The other
have
idiot.
the entire state on the same time zone. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that wasn't gonna happen. But truthfully, that part they Alabama can take them. It's cool.
That's messed up, T.
It's cool. It's pointless. I mean,
Netflix said if y'all sharing y'all password, y'all gonna have to pay some more money because
How did they? I don't
we didn't even
understand.
factor that thought process that you were gonna give it to 12 different people. You cutting into our revenue.
Hell,
Well, I wanna know
Netflix
how are
going
they
up to
gonna-
$20.
How are they
That's
gonna?
exactly what I said. That's all membership.
How are they gonna know that?
Well, no, it's
IP addresses. IP addresses.
Yeah, it's
But-
when you use the password in different homes.
They're gonna just get rid of it and use another streaming site.
But what if the person is somewhere with their password?
Right.
And I know that's what I was saying.
Like, what,
I'm like, how you gonna
if
tell me I can't
if I
use
can use
it
it
at my house?
at my house, and then I go
not
to
all
work,
at
and I
once,
use it
though.
at work, or I use it on my phone, and I
They go
broadcast
up every
somewhere.
week anyway.
Yeah,
Or
but
I'm
that's
at
not all
house.
at once. Just
Yeah,
not all
Benita.
at once.
I know that's right, Benita.
That's me. If you
Right,
can. That's all I'm saying.
and April, you're right because
gonna lose out
when
that
you go out of town,
Yeah, if you go out of town,
when you go out
like
of town,
But I'm
all
sure
the
there's a
people
way for them
now
to
have a
check that.
Netflix
I'm
button
sure.
on it. And
Yeah,
you can
not
go
all
They
at
gonna
once.
realize
but
quick you're a
even-
convenience, not as necessity.
even
They
they
need to
have it
grandfather us
where
in.
they have it where you have like multiple users on your Netflix. Like, okay, but so how
Listen, Netflix
I
ain't
don't-
missing no
Netflix-
money.
they
when it
they,
comes to that.
They go up every
They
2
making
days.
so much
I
money.
don't even understand why they're being greedy like that. That's like
Exactly.
a little bit too
Have
much.
you met Netflix?
I know.
Still a
I'm
cable.
just
You
saying
think it's
that's too much.
Hey, did anybody see that Stacey Abrams gonna be on Star Trek playing the United
I
States
saw that.
president?
Yes.
Oh no, that's
Good
nice.
for her.
I say you
I
stacked.
forgot when is it
And-
coming on, Makita? You remember?
She
I
should have
don't
been.
know
She
yet.
should have been the vice president.
and
But
the
we ain't
black
gonna talk
said
about
black
that.
female is taking over. Is
But
going
do
to
you
be
know
the
why,
captain.
Justina?
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, the young
But do you know
black
why,
female is
Justina?
she's taking Captain Kirk's position or what have you or whatever.
Oh,
She's
wow.
going to be the
Okay.
captain. As a young black
Justina,
female.
you know why Stacey
Stacey
Abrams
fun fact. I don't
didn't
know if
make
folks know
the
this.
vice
Okay.
president.
What did you say?
I said
Okay.
Stacey Abrams fun fact. I don't know if folks
Oh
know
no,
this.
we weren't doing that. I wasn't
You're not
talking
fun
about.
facting
No,
Stacey Abrams?
I wasn't talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Not what I was
I'll
talking
keep it to
about.
myself then.
That was not what I was.
Oh,
Rest in peace, sweetheart.
she looks like Tamar right there. Good.
She
Mm,
does. She really does.
Sleep in peace.
That's so sad.
Sleep in peace.
Indeed, indeed.
That is a
She
lot.
always was like the realest one out of the
Mhm.
group. She seemed the most down to earth.
Is she the Zeta?
Yeah, or Sigma. Is
Sigma
it?
Gamma Rho?
It's a Sigma
Zeta?
or Zeta. I'm not sure.
One of them is something. I think she's a Sigma. Sigma, I mean the Zeta.
She's only 50 years old.
Yeah, she was 50.
That's so
Wow.
sad.
50 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, half the show on here 50.
Wow.
Tis true.
Not me. I'm still in my 40s.
Really?
You tell him, Okita.
Okita, 49 and a half.
Give it
Thank you.
a few years.
I got
Give it a few
I
years.
got 2 more months. I'm
What'd you
still
say?
in my 40s
What'd
for
you say?
2 hours.
She on that Central Time you was talking about earlier. Yeah,
Right,
Right.
49 and a
Yeah,
half.
she a whole year back.
Listen,
Right.
I have 2 more months and I'm gonna enjoy it. No,
Khalid's
yeah.
husband died.
Khalid's husband
Yeah.
died.
He
Too.
was only
Yeah.
37. That's crazy.
He was how old?
37.
Oh,
gosh.
wow.
Yeah, he died of
Who
cancer.
was
as well.
Khalees? The singer?
My
I was gonna say,
milkshake
don't
brings
act
all the
like
boys
you
to
don't
the
know who
yard.
Khalees is.
No, not the milkshake. That's
Yes, yes, that's who it is.
That
song
is
was
who
not-
it is. That's who it
It's
is.
Khalees.
That is her song.
You talking
so
about
that's
Nas'
Nas's.
ex-wife?
Yeah,
That's Nas' ex-wife.
Yeah.
I didn't even know she was married again.
yeah, yeah.
She does a lot of organic food and stuff
Yeah,
like
she has
that.
a whole
They
farm.
live on a farm.
She's a chef,
Oh,
right?
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
she does. She is a chef too.
Well, we want to invite everybody tomorrow to come and join us. Our friend to the show, Rashad and Shannon Thompson. They have the grand
Thomas.
opening for
Thomas.
Thomas. Okay.
You were close.
Not trying to correct.
Y'all look at
No,
Viola.
finish. Come on.
Look at Viola.
I
We
think
only
she's
have a few
frozen.
minutes. Please tell
Happy
us
finish,
what
though.
the
Finish it,
grand
though.
Viola Davis.
She's not frozen. She's like
Jessica, you gonna finish?
She's taking a moment to gather herself.
She's doing the mannequin challenge.
When you're over 50, you can't be rushed.
y'all.
talk in the back.